welcome back students. We'll continue with our lesson on the story House Part 1. So yesterday we saw how Bayaji was being treated in his village. How he was being treated by his villagers, especially who were those about whom we are talking? Those high caste people. See, in present day also so many incidents are taking place in UP and all. Recently, yesterday's incident. That means they are causing abuse to the girl child. So these are all the social issues which we should talk about. And there should be a solution for this. So here we are talking about one issue that is called as the social injustice. So here Bayaji was belonging to a lower caste. That is, he was a Mahar. But he later on became a Buddhist. So he became Buddhist. How he became a Buddhist? By accepting or embracing which religion? Buddhism. So now you can say Bayaji was a Buddhist. Buddhist because he embraced Buddhism. Did you understand? He is a Muslim. As he embraced or he is following which religion? Islam. See the difference here. You cannot say he is Islam. He is Muslim. Next, he is a Hindu because he practices the principles of Hinduism. He is a Christian because he has embraced or following which principle, which religion? Christianity. So when you say a sentence, you should see whether it is correct or not. You cannot say he is or she is a Christianity. Wrong. She is a Christian because she practices Christianity. He is a Hindu because he is practicing Hinduism. See how beautiful in India we can see all this together. So that is the beauty of India. Unity in diversity. So this unity is very important for the survival of all the people in our country. Because if we are together, unity is strength. United we stand, divided we fall. So here this is very important, all the people living together. That is India. That is the uniqueness of India, where all are together. So here we continue now. Bayaji was dashed by caste, you can say he was Mahar, but he accepted which religion? Buddhism, and became a Buddhist. Now we will continue. How much money was he earning? 2,500 rupees. Who asked about the salary or the earnings of Bayaji? It was Mujaba. Yes, Bayaji mumbled. Mumbled means to speak in mouth itself, not very clearly, mumbling. And walked in the direction of his house. At the moment, Bayaji was the proud owner of 2,500 rupees in cash. Again, proud owner. Now, what is the meaning of proud owner? See, when you earn something by yourself, you become very proud of yourself. So that means he earned the living in working hard in which place? In Bombay. And that earning 2,500 rupees, that were his own, the money of his sweat, the money of his hard work. So he was very, very, very proud about himself. So he was a proud owner. So it made no difference whether he was an untouchable or a Buddhist. So now he is the owner of that much amount. So that doesn't mean that he may be a rich man or he belongs to high caste or something like that. Though he was a Buddhist or though he was an untouchable, he had earned money by his own hard work. If only one would swindle out of the untouchable Bayaji or rather Buddhist Bayaji 400 or 500 rupees, that was enough. With the thought in his mind, Mujaba entered his Wada. Wada means it's like in Maharashtra we say, in Marathi language we say Wada means once a place, a big house, where there are, like how you say, no, in like you have the small compound wall, then there is a middle portion, 2-3 houses are there together. So here Bhujabba was thinking ill about who? Bayaji. He was thinking he has 2,500 rupees. No, somebody should swindle, means waste his money, minimum 500 rupees. If he wastes, he was very happy. Exchanging pleasantries with people he met on the way. Met on the way, see, meet. Past tense, met. Exchanging pleasantries. Pleasantries means when you come after many days to your village. There are so many people who are happy with you. They come and say, hello, how are you? Baunawa, Chadukunawa. All these questions they ask. That is exchanging pleasantries. So they are talking to one another. See, isn't it? You meet someone after many days. You give shake hand, but this time during this pandemic, no shaking hands. Only namastes will do. So because it's a time of spread of which virus? Coronavirus. So you should be afraid of shaking hands now. So you exchange pleasantries. Pleasantries meaning you are saying how are you, whether your parents are fine at home, all this discussion. With people he met on the way, Bayaji reached the public building called Takya in the Untouchables settlement. See, Bayaji was all in a group of all those people, that is untouchables or all the Buddhists. They were living in a big colony together. The building was named Buddha Vihar. Buddha Vihar. That is the name of that building. See, they are the followers of Buddha. So they called that house or the building as Buddha Vihar by those who had embraced Buddhism. So I just told you, people are Buddhist, and when they embrace what? Buddhism, the religion, we call it as Buddhism. So he embraced which religion? Don't say Buddhist. He embraced Buddhism and became a Buddhist. So see that you remember that points. As Bayaji neared Buddha Vihar, the children who were playing with a ball made of rags. So the children there, they were not very rich, isn't it, to play with tennis ball, cork ball or something. They had made a ball with what, you know, with rags. Rags means all plastic covers, all small clothes together, tying it. Maybe you also must have made sometime. With rags, with plastic bags and all. And they played with that ball. Next, finished their game and cried out. So when they saw Bayaji coming, children also were so happy. They cried out, Baiju Nana is here, Baiju Nana is here. They screamed because they were very happy to see whom. Baiju means who here? Bayaji. And scampered in the direction of Bayaji's house. All scampered means all started running towards Bayaji's house. Bayaji's 85-year-old mother quickly scrambled to her feet. Now Bayaji is coming. So Bayaji's mother, see, Bayaji is 60 years old. His mother is, how old is she? It's mentioned there, 85 years old mother. She had aged much, but her old worn frame was still sturdy and her teeth were so strong enough to break grams. That means this woman was 85 years old, but still she was so strong that she could break grams, you know, grams. That means you say moong or big one chana, you say Kabuli chana and all. She could break it with her teeth. That strong she was. She could thread a needle without help. Thread one, you know, threading a needle means you are taking a thread and putting it through the eye of the needle. That is threading a needle. Even now if someone gives you thread and needle, it's very difficult for us to go through that eye. But she had a very sharp eyesight. Who? Bayaji's mother. When she heard of Bayaji's arrival, her heart swelled. Now what is the meaning of heart? Swelling in the heart. Heart swelled. So swelled means don't think that there is swelling or we say sujne in Hindi or uppadam, not that. See, when the son came home after 5 years, the mother's heart was what? Swelled. Swelled means what here? She was so happy. Her heart was joyful. So So her heart swelled as Bayaji came in. His wife concealed her joy. Concealed means she was hiding her joy. So the olden days, the wives were not much more speaking to the husband. So she concealed her joy with the end of her sari and took down the box from his head. So she came and took down her box. His grandchildren clung to him. So Bayaji had grandchildren. All came and they all got clung to the grandfather and began to twist the folds of his dhoti. The neighboring children watched the scene in idle curiosity. So their grandchildren came. Grandchildren were playing with the dhoti and the other children also came around and they were seeing what would happen next. Come, get into the house, children, said Bayaji. His mother walked out with a bent back and told Bayaji to wait outside the door. Bayaji obeyed. So Bayaji is coming after many years. So mother, before he entered the house, mother told him to stay back. Because see, we have some rituals, we have some practices, customs. When we come to home after many years, mother is waiting there, isn't it, with that puja thali and all. So that she can remove, you say drishti, no, in Telugu. She wanted to remove all those bad things from him. There were some bad things which could happen. So she wanted to remove everything. So here the mother told him to stand outside. The old woman came forward, poured some water over a piece of bread in her hand, moved it around Bayaji's face and flung it away as an offering. Old woman means who? Bayaji's mother. She took a piece of bread and poured some water and she rotated it on his head. You have seen this, isn't it? When you come, your grandmother and all may be doing, isn't it? To remove your drishti, we say, all bad people's eyes and all. So she did that and flung it in the air. That means she threw it as an offering. She ran her palms over his cheek and pressed her fingers on her temples. Next step, this also we have seen. She flung what? Ran her palms. This is our palm. Over his cheeks. You know, this is our cheek. And pressed her finger on the temple. See, this is our temple. This scene you have seen, isn't it, like this? Some old parents or old grandparents do this, isn't it? So that is, she also did the same. All 8 fingers gave out a cracking sound. So they get the sound. Finished. Drishti is over. So this was the thing done, ritual followed by Bayaji's mother. Bayaji's family was doing well. So he had 8 children in all, 6 sons and 2 daughters. So Bayaji's children, 6 sons, 2 daughters. The daughters had been married off and had given birth to children. The elder son looked after the fields. The next 2 sons were in government service. In this paragraph, they are mentioning the different children. What are they doing? Whose children? Bayaji's children. So how many total? 8. 6 sons, 2 daughters. Daughters were married off. So the son was looking, elder son was looking after the field. 2 sons were in government service. One after them was a school teacher and the 6th one was still studying. Since they knew that Bayaji was coming home for good, the elder son in service and the 2 daughters were already home to greet him. All of them wondered what their father had got for them from his lifetime earnings. So everyone was waiting. What Bayaji will bring for us? Because when father comes after a long journey, isn't it? Your father may be in Dubai or Abu Dhabi or somewhere. If he comes home, everyone's eyes will be on his bag. Why you are looking at the bag or that suitcase? Because you think something may be there for me. So as soon as he is opening the bag, everyone will be there. Father, what you brought for me? Father, what you brought for me? So everyone was waiting for Bayaji to do something for them. The next day, when Bayaji opened the box, see, the box is opened. It revealed means showed only some pots and pans, nails and photographs. The children were very disappointed because in that box there was nothing. There were no chocolates, there were no saris, there were no new dresses, nothing. There were only old vessels, pots and pans. Looking at this, the elder daughter asked, Nana, how is it that you haven't brought anything for us? So the daughter asked, why you didn't bring anything for us? Bayaji was amused that his daughter's thoughts in this childish manner even after they had children of their own. So that means the daughter was married, had her own children, but still for a daughter, father is father, isn't it? So she was still expecting from her father that she would get something. He ran his eyes over all his children and said, "Look here, children, if I had brought new clothes for you, they would tear." So he said, "If I bring new dress, it will tear. If I had brought an ornament means some precious ornaments, what would happen? It would wear out. Out of my earnings, I wish you to have something that will last longer." So he wanted to give them something which will last for long, because clothes tear, ornaments wear and tear means it will be spoiled. Bayaji paused after these words. Paused means he stopped. His eldest son was godly. So he is talking about his eldest son. Godly means his eldest son was very much good. So he understood. He said, "Neither we or our wives want anything. Tell us what you would like us to do." So son asked, "We don't want anything from you, father. Just tell us what you want us to do for you. Look, children, ours is such a large family." Now Bayaji is telling his dream. He is telling them something. "Even at meal time, we have to eat by turns or sit crowded, knocking our knees together." So because we are a very large family, when we sit to eat also, we have to sit very much close. Or first the men have to eat, then the children, then women. So it happens like that. Place is very small for them. The house. "I wish to build a house out of my earnings, and it has to be a storied house." So Bayaji told he wanted, or his dream was to build which house? Storied house. The usual three-portioned house won't be adequate for us. Adequate means will not be sufficient. All were happy with this plan. The children, the daughters-in-laws, or the grandchildren, everyone was happy with this plan to build a storied house. The plan was finalized, and the foundation means the main foundation of the house, was laid on the auspicious New Year day. Important day, New Year day. Isn't it? We say some days are very good to buy gold, Akshaya Tritiya, like that some days are there. So here auspicious day, New Year day, the foundation for whose house? Bayaji's house was laid. So what will happen next? We will see in the part 2. Thank you.